Hello, Standard Ninth. This is your chapter number 4 from the book Beehive. Okay. Whenever I'll explain you the chapter, you have to keep the book in your hand because I'll read the chapter also, I'll explain you also. Okay. So while reading the chapter, it should be there with you because in here, while looking at the video, there won't be the whole lesson, there will be only the summary of it. Okay. But I am reading the whole chapter with you, explaining you the whole chapter. Okay. So, this is the chapter number 4 from the book Beehive, and the name of the chapter is The Truly Beautiful Mind. As you can see in the picture, it is a picture of Albert Einstein. Okay. It means automatically it has been understood that this chapter is based on Albert Einstein. We would read about his life, his education, everything. Okay, whatever he discovered, we'll read everything. First, we will have a look on the introduction, then the chapter. In this, I'll show you some pictures also. How did he look when he was young? His kids. How did he look when he died? At the time when he died. Okay, everything. You just have to pay attention. Fine. First, let's have a look on the introduction and then we will move to the chapter. Introduction. A truly beautiful mind. What is the name of the chapter? A truly beautiful mind. In the introduction, it tells us this chapter is about Albert Einstein. He was a great scientist. We all know Albert Einstein was a great scientist. The title of the chapter, what is the title of the chapter? A Truly Beautiful Mind. Refers to Albert Einstein. Here you can say it is a short biography of his, where some of his qualities have been highlighted. We can say that a truly mind is a biography of Albert Einstein. Highlighted Albert's interest in mathematics and physics and also his humanitarian attribute. The title, A Truly Beautiful Mind, makes one wonder that how can a scientist's mind be beautiful? It is so because in this lesson we come across another aspect of Einstein. He was a humanitarian. What is humanitarian? What is humanitarian? Humanitarian means concern with or seeking to promote human welfare. Okay? Means concern towards human welfare. In easy words you can say. He advocated world peace, non-violence, and that is why the title refers to him as a truly beautiful mind. Because of his all of this attitude and all of these qualities, okay, because he advocated world peace, he also liked non-violence like Gandhiji, and that is why this title refers towards him. The Truly Beautiful Mind. Okay, now let's move to the chapter. Pay attention in the book. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city of Ulm without any indication that he was destined for greatness. Now what is destined? Destined means predetermined set of events that has to happen in the future. Means when Albert Einstein was born, he did not know what is he going to create. Okay, Albert Einstein. Here his birth date is also written. He was born on 14th March 1879. Okay, He was born in a small city, a city which is in Germany. Okay, when he was a child, no one could predict, no one could say that one day he would be a great scientist. Because when he was young, he was like all the other children used to be, mischievous and everything. He was like all the other children. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. What is a freak? A freak is, you can say, disapproving to talk about a person, means about whom you don't know. Okay, who is unusual or doesn't behave or doesn't look like others. So Albert's mother, what did she thought? She thought that Albert is a freak because he did not behave, talk or look like normal people. He was different from other children of his age. He behaved very abnormally. That's why his mother said that Albert is a freak. And so it is being said that no one could predict. When Albert was young, no one could predict that one day this boy is going to be a great scientist. It seemed that if he has lesser intelligence in comparison to the other children, means looking to him, anybody could say that he is abnormal. He is not like other students or other children. He is less intelligent, you can say like that. To her, his head seemed much too large. Albert's mother thought that the little boy's head was a bit big comparison to the other children's head. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't walking. Okay, means when Albert Einstein was 2.5 years old, he was still not able to walk also. He didn't start, means you can say he didn't start talking also. Not walking, I'm sorry, talking also. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. Uttered means to speak, okay? And when finally he started speaking, whatever he spoke twice, okay? Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and his playmates called him Brother Boring. His playmates used to call him Brother Boring. Why? Because he remained to himself and did not talk to his friends. So the youngster played by himself. Here youngster means Einstein, okay? Albert Einstein talking about. So here it is being said that Albert Einstein used to play with himself only. He used to play with himself. What he used to play, he especially loved mechanical toys, okay, like automated airplanes, automated cars, machineries, such type of toys he used to play. Okay, now that's why it is being said, that's why her mother also, we have read it, that her mother also said that he did not behave as per his age as other children used to. Okay, looking at his newborn sister Maza, he is said to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" When his sister was born, okay, he looked at her sister and he could not see her feet. He was wondering where the baby's wheels are. It means the feet of the baby. As Albert used to play with the toys, and all the toys which he used to play, whether it was automated plane, automated car or anything, each and everything used to have a set of wheels. So to him, Maza means his sister. To him, Maza was a toy and Maza should also have a wheel. He felt like that. He might have thought that where are her wheels? The headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter because he will never make a success at anything. Now further it happened that the headmaster of Einstein's school told Einstein's father that Einstein would never be successful in whatever profession he chooses because he was so dull in his childhood. Einstein being learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted to, he later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. What is amateur? Amateur means doing something for personal enjoyment rather than as a profession. Okay. Now Einstein was a very good violinist. He learned playing the violin at the age of 6. Why? Because his mother wanted him to play. Okay. And all his life he became an amateur violinist. Amateur violinist means he didn't become a violinist. He didn't accept the violinist as his profession. He only played violin for his hobby. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. Pupil means a student. Okay. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old and scored good marks in almost every subject. Now Einstein was a very good student. He went to a school in Munich where his parents moved from Ulm. Ulm is a place where he was born in the city in Germany, and they moved to Munich. From Ulm they moved to Munich, okay, when Einstein was 15 months old. Okay. And he scored almost very good marks in all the subjects. Einstein hated the school regimentation. What is regimentation? Means order, discipline taken to an extreme. He didn't like too much of discipline or too much of order to be given. And often clashed with his teachers. And because of this, he often clashed. He used to argue with his teachers because he didn't like to be ordered. Okay. The school where Einstein went had a very strict discipline which he disliked, and due to which he had a clash with his teacher often. Okay. At the age of 15, Einstein stifled there that he left the school for good. What is stifled? Stifled means unable to breathe. Okay. And left the school for good means left the school forever. Einstein was so suffocated in that school that he could not follow the strict discipline, and so he left the school forever. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. And further, when Albert Einstein left the school, 1 year before that, his parents moved to another city in Italy, and they left Albert Einstein in Munich with the relatives. After prolonged discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. Now further what happened? Further, the school in Munich was very strict. Albert could not follow the discipline over there. So after he had a long discussion with his parents, families, and finally his parents agreed to put him in a school in Switzerland, and the language used there for communication was German. Einstein was good at studies. He was highly gifted in mathematics. So he was exceptionally good in mathematics, and so he had interest in physics. Okay, once his school was finished, he joined the university in Zurich. Now science, further what happened? But science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus moustache. What is walrus? Walrus is the shape of the moustache, okay? Moustache, the one which men keep. Now science was not only the thing that appealed Einstein. Okay, now Einstein grew into a handsome young man. Other than science, he had interest in something else also. He also felt a special interest in a fellow student. Her name was Mileva Merrick, whom he found to be a clever creature. Other than maths and physics, you can say Albert Einstein liked one of his fellow students, and her name was Mileva Merrick. He thought that she was sharp, clever, and intelligent. Okay. this young Serb came to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. Okay, means Albert Einstein and Melina, they met in a university in Zurich. Melina Marek belonged to Serbia. Okay, that is why she was called a Serb. Okay. She came from Serbia to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few universities in Europe which gave the degrees to female students. Further, I am reading it. Einstein saw in her an ally. Ally means a friend against the Philistines. What is Philistines? Philistines means it is a word used disapproving to talk about people who do not like art, literature or music. Okay. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines, those people in his family and the university with whom he was constantly at odds. To be the odd means to be the opposition of someone. Okay. Now Einstein felt that Mileva was a friend because she also liked art, literature and music. She both shared this common interest. In those days, having interest in art, literature and music was not considered to be good. Okay, so those people who were interested in art, literature and music, they were called by their opponents as Philistines. Okay. Albert Einstein family and many people in the university were not in the favor of this. So, against such people, Einstein and Mileva's unity helped them to face the situation. Okay. Now, the couple fell in love. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words, mixing science with tenderness. Wrote Einstein, "How happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relatively to the victorious conclusion." Means here it's trying to say that Albert Einstein and Mileva Marek fall in love and they engaged love letters to express their feelings. They used to write such kinds of letters where they used a mixed science with their feelings. At one instance, Einstein took about his scientific inventions and said that it would be very proud on that day when they could finally conclude their paper on the theory of reality, means they could get married. Okay. Further, in 1900, when Einstein was 21 years old, okay, was a university graduate and unemployed. Okay, in the year he worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. Okay. Now further it also happened that Einstein was supposed to check the inventions done by other people and give them a patent. On what is a patent? Patent is a document which gives the rights of an invention to an inventor. Okay, so Einstein was supposed to check the inventions which were done by other people and give them the patent. On the other hand, secretly he was making his own inventions also. Okay, means he was unemployed, he got the job, and now with the job he was also doing his own inventions. Einstein later said the desk on which he worked was the office of theoretical physics because there only he started working on his inventions. On the table which he used to work, he used to call that table his own office. Why? Because on that table he had worked on his inventions. Okay. Now in the year 1905, Einstein published his first paper. It was about special theory of relativity. Okay, in this publication it was written that the measurement of time and distance it is not absolute. It dependent on something else. Okay, means according to the theory, if there are two clocks and both are moving, they will not show the same time. One clock will move faster than the other. Okay, this was the in that publication, Special Theory of Relativity. In that publication, Einstein said that the measurement of time and distance is not absolute. Means he was trying to say that if two clocks are being kept and if they are both are moving, they will not show you the same time. Okay, one clock will move faster than the other. From this followed the world's famous formula which describes the relation between mass and energy. Means this theory of relativity gave us this basic formula of physics. What is that? Minus E is equal to mc square. Here E stands for energy, M stands for mass of the object and C stands for speed of the light in a vacuum. What is vacuum? Vacuum means where there is no air or speed of light, where there is no air and the speed of light in the vacuum is almost 300,000 kilometers per second. Okay, so to put it into simpler words, Einstein said that when you sit with a nice girl for 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. On the other hand, when you sit on a hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours. That's a relativity. Okay, so a person would feel the timing differently. This is what Einstein had explained. The relativity, the speed of the special theory of relativity. Okay, now here what happened. While Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in civics, his private life was unraveling. Unraveling means starting to fail. Okay, you can say that. His personal life started becoming problematic. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva right after finishing his studies, but Albert's mother was against it. Okay, she thought, why did she thought so? She thought this because Mileva was 3 years older than his son. Okay, why did Einstein's mother was against the relationship of Mileva and Einstein? Because Einstein's mother's name is Pauline Einstein. Okay, her mother was against this relationship because she thought that Mileva Maric was 3 years elder to Albert and Albert Einstein was very old for him. Okay, and she also bothered about Mileva's intelligence to be a wife, and she told Einstein that Mileva who also looked like a book and was similar to him. Okay, and because of this, because Einstein's mother was against this marriage, Einstein cancelled his wedding with Mileva, and he finally married in January 1903. The pair finally married in 1903. Pair means Albert Einstein and Mileva. They both married in the year 1903. And they had 2 sons. But a few years later, the marriage faltered. Okay, faltered means became weak. Okay, Mileva was losing her intellectual ambition and becoming an unhappy housewife. Means as Mileva was very intelligent, being a housewife, she could not cope with her ambitions. And because of this, she could not fulfill her ambitions, and so she started becoming unhappy. And as Mileva was not happy with her marriage, she could not fulfill her career dreams. So finally, in the year 1990, after prolonged fighting, both Einstein and Mileva separated, means they got divorced. Okay, after that Einstein married his cousin Elsa the same year, in the year 1919. After getting divorced from Mileva, Einstein married again. Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to world fame. Means at the time Einstein married Elsa, another thing coincided. It was Einstein's rise to world fame. Means Einstein became world famous. Everyone acknowledged him as a great scientist. Okay. I'll show you now some pictures in which I'll show you the two children. Who are they? One couple. Who are they? In this picture, you can see, what is it? You can see a small boy there. Yes? That is Albert Einstein when he was born, young Albert Einstein. Okay? Then you could see a boy and a girl. Who are they? That is Albert Einstein, and the girl standing beside him is his sister, whom he thought as a toy and was searching wheels. Okay, so that is Albert Einstein and his sister Maza. Then further, who are they? This is this couple, Albert Einstein, walrus moustache, you can see, handsome young man. And this is Mileva Merrick, his first wife, whom he got divorced in 1919. Okay. And in the picture to the right, Albert Einstein when he grew old and when he was awarded. So this is a small look of Albert Einstein, young Albert Einstein with his wife, Albert Einstein with his sisters Maza, and Albert Einstein being awarded. Fine, let's continue the story further. What happened in 1915? Now, in the year 1915, Albert Einstein published one more paper, which was based on general theory of relativity, which gave a new interpretation of gravity. Okay. An eclipse of the sun in 1990 brought proof that it was accurate. In the year 1990, there was a solar eclipse, which proved that Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity was correct. Okay, when Albert Einstein married with Elsa, after marrying to Elsa, his life took a, you can say his life took a great turn. Okay, he became world famous and everyone started knowing him as great scientist. Okay, and with this, he published in 1915, he published new paper, one more paper with the theory of relativity. He gave a new interpretation to the gravity, and this general theory of relativity proved right in 1919 when there was an eclipse, and that was a solar eclipse. Okay, Albert Einstein had calculated in the year 1915 that in the year 1919 there would be a solar eclipse. Due to it, the apparent position of the stars would change to some extent, and his calculation was totally accurate. And so it was announced that Albert Einstein's work was a scientific revolution. Okay? Means what did Albert Einstein do? Here what are they trying to say? Here they are trying to say that Albert Einstein had started calculating in 1915 itself that in 1919 there would be a solar eclipse, due to which the star would change their position to some extent. Okay, and that calculation proved absolutely accurate, and so Albert Einstein was announced, and so it was announced that Albert Einstein's work was a scientific revolution. Okay, Albert Einstein received a Nobel Prize for physics in 1921. The Nobel Prize was based on will of the famous Swedish scientist, a scientist who belongs to Sweden, Alfred Nobel. Okay, it was established in 1895, and the first Nobel Prize was given in 1901. Means here we are talking about the Nobel Prize. You must have heard that the people get Nobel Prize. Now this Nobel Prize is based on the will of the famous Swedish scientist. Okay, and that scientist belonged to Sweden. Okay, and the name of that scientist was Alfred Nobel. Okay, and this Nobel Prize was established in 1895, and the first Nobel Prize was given in 1901. Okay. In 1933, okay, first talking about 1933, let's see. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world and lauded by the press. Means here it is being said that further Einstein was honored, he was invited at various places, and even the press praised him. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein immigrated to the United States. Means in 1933, when Germany came under the power of the Nazis, that is the ruler of Adolf Hitler, you can say. At that time, Einstein left Germany and he shifted himself to United States of America forever. Now 5 years later, after 5 years, the Germans discovered the process of nuclear fission, the process through which nuclear bombs and atomic bombs were made. This process was prepared in Berlin, and due to this, all the physicists in America were upset as they feared misuse of the technology. Many of them had fled from fascism just as Einstein had, and now they were afraid of Nazis who built and use of atomic bomb. And what are they trying to say here? Means there are many scientists who escaped to America because of fascism. Fascism means Fascism means a dictatorial concept which was started in Europe from Italy by the rule of Benito Mussolini. Okay? All the scientists were afraid that the Nazis, they were trying to make nuclear bombs or atomic bombs, and they would misuse this technology. Okay? Now Albert Einstein was requested by the colleague, and so he wrote a letter to the President of America. After knowing that the Nazis are going to misuse this, they went to Albert Einstein. They requested Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein, what did he do? He wrote a letter to the President of America. At that time, the President of America was Franklin Roosevelt. Okay, on 2nd August 1939, he wrote a letter. He warned him that the atomic bomb which was developed by the Germany was very powerful. If one of these bombs exploded on any port, it would not only destroy that area. The nuclear bomb, everybody knows, okay, we all know that the nuclear bomb is the dangerous, okay. It would not only destroy the area, but also it would destroy the surrounding territory. This shows Einstein's humanitarian quality, the one which we had talked in the introduction. Okay, through this we can understand, or we can see the humanitarian quality of Einstein, means how he was worried about the people. Okay, society, you can say, he wanted good for the people. Through this we can see that he wanted good for the people. He wanted peace in the world. He didn't want the the Nazis to misuse the atomic bomb or misuse the technology. That is why he wrote to the president in his concern and warned him. Okay, and the letter which Albert Einstein wrote to the President of America had an impact on him. Okay, and the Americans developed an atomic bomb in a secret project of their own. So what did the Americans do? The Americans developed the atomic bomb and dropped it on the two cities of Japan, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Germans had just developed the atomic bomb. They did not use it on any country, but America did. Okay, after the letter being written by Einstein to the President of America, what did the Americans do? The Americans developed the atomic bomb and dropped it on the two cities of Japan, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Germans, who had the Nazis about which we are talking, the Nazis had developed the atomic bomb, but they did not use it on any city. But the Americans, they developed the atomic bomb also, and they used also. Einstein was deeply shaken by this, because he did not expect this. He did not expect that such thing is going to happen. This time he wrote a public missive. Missive means a letter, especially long and official, to the United Nations. He wrote an official letter to the United Nations, in which Einstein proposed to form a world government, but this letter did not bear any fruit, means there was no impact of that letter which Einstein wrote to the United Nations organization. Okay, because in that letter Albert Einstein proposed to form a world government, which the United Nations organization did not take any impact. Okay, for another 10 years Einstein was involved in world peace. He was involved in politics, and his agenda was to stop the countries involved in collecting arms and developing weapons. Means in another 10 years, Einstein was involved in many things, in politics, in world peace, in collecting arms, developing weapons, and many things. He campaigned the world peace and democracy, and his main agenda was world peace and freedom for the people. Okay, now Albert Einstein, he died in the year 1955 at the age of 76. He was celebrated as a visionary and the world citizen as much as a scientific genius. Okay, means Einstein could foresee the future. Here you can see. When he died in 1955 at the age of 76, the world celebrated him as a visionary. He was a world citizen and a scientific genius too. Okay, so this is all about Albert Einstein. As we saw, what kind of up downs were there in his life, what did he achieve, what was his life, everything. Okay, now I'll show you Albert Einstein. How did he look at the age of 21 and how did he look at the age of 76 when he died? Here you can see a young man with a moustache, walrus, you can say. This type of moustache is called walrus moustache, okay? The young Albert Einstein, and the colored picture is also of Albert Einstein, but when he was at the age of 76. This young picture is of the age when he was 21, and that is the age of 76 when he died. So this is all about Albert Einstein. I hope you have understood and come to know more about it. The truly beautiful mind. Okay? Now, as usual, word meanings. Let's move. In the word meanings for today, our first word is destined. As I told you, destined means fate. Destined means fate. Okay. Next word. Our next word is uttered. Uttered means spoke. Next word, regimentation. Regimentation means order or discipline taken to an extreme. When did this word come? When Albert Einstein was 15 years old and he left the school forever. Okay. He did not like regimentation, means he did not like the discipline and order to an extreme in any of the schools. Next is stifled. Stifled means unable to breathe, or you can say suffocated. Liberal, willing to understand and respect others' opinions. Ellie. He used to see an Ellie in Melina, that is a friend or an associate. Absolute, measured in itself. Unraveling, starting to fail. Faltered, become weak. Deflated, changed direction because it hit something. Immigrated. Immigrated means leave one's own country in order to settle in another country. In an uproar means very upset. And the last one is missive. Missive means letter, especially long and official. So these were the word meanings: destined, uttered, regimentation, stifled, liberal, alley, absolute, unraveling, faltered, deflated, immigrated, in an uproar, and missive. Okay? Please note down the word meanings in your notebook. Read the chapter again and again. Okay? And lastly, you all know, you'll get the worksheet. Please note down that worksheet in your notebook. Okay? Wash your hands again and again. Take care of your health. Please wear the mask. Be in the house. Hope to meet you all soon. Bye.